Okay, good afternoon, guys. As you all know me, this is Puneet, and I'm back with yet another webinar. And this time we are going to do it on motor insurance. The reason, because as you already know, at the moment, motor insurance is sold like a hot cake. Yeah, because the premiums are reduced. Obviously, in the last year, because of lockdown and people not going out much, the claim ratio overall as a country had gone down, due to which a lot of insurance companies have actually reduced their weight. So rate in terms of premium plus coverage, they have increased their coverage as well. Okay, so today we'll just speak about motor insurance. What is exactly it is. One of the reasons why we want to do is, as you know, a lot of people are inquiring for motor insurance. Your friends, your colleagues, and your family members. Even if somebody you meet outside and they get to know that you're from insurance, that's, I think, that and medical is the first thing they will ask you, because it's a personal insurance and mandatory insurance as well. So I'll just quickly take you guys through it and give you an idea of what's happening and what is motor insurance. I'm sure everybody's aware, but it is really important you guys know what motor insurance, and so that you can, any inquiry comes in, you don't really have to depend on the team, you can answer yourself. Okay, so quickly, so in the UAE, it is required by the law that every car on the road must be insured. You cannot have any cars without the insurance. There are different types of insurance. You have third-party liability, then you have comprehensive, then you have third-party fire and theft as well. Okay, then in comprehensive, there is an executive cover as well, which is slightly on a different level. Not many people opt for that, but a lot of people with the high-end values, like 1 million Lamborghinis, Ferrari, so all this are covered by in this particular package, basically. So another thing, what people look for is an off-road cover. Off-road cover is obviously given to the four wheels vehicle only. It doesn't really give for professional users. If you're going to go off-road personal users, you will be covered on the policy. So let's say somebody's got a four-wheel SUV and they ask, am I covered on the policy? Just check if it will clearly say on the policy off-road cover is included, then it will obviously, that means they're included. Okay, in some policies it will say off-road cover is included, but it's a saloon, then obviously it doesn't really cover, because it covers only four-wheel drives or the station. Okay, few things you might want to obviously check with the clients, why they're looking for the insurance and what type of insurance. The first thing, as you know, it's mandatory by the law and from the insurance authority that they need to have a minimum coverage car insurance, which is basically is a third-party liability insurance. So for you to legally drive the car on UAE streets or road, you must have a minimum insurance requirement by the UAE law, that is third-party liability insurance. Like I said, slightly upgrade of that will be this third-party fire and theft. Not many insurance company does it, and the comprehensive, the next one is comprehensive, and we have an executive cover. Okay. What is third-party liability insurance? Obviously, that's the cheapest insurance. As you all know, it's just like having a basic medical cover. It covers, third-party property damage up to 2 million, as decided by the UAE law and insurance authority. That's a minimum requirement for the property damage. It has to be 2 million, not less than that. And if the insurance company want, they can increase up to 3 million, 3.5 million, 5 million, 10 million. It's up to the insurance company. But the minimum requirement for third-party liability for a property damage has to be 2 million. So any client asks you this question, please let them know that the minimum is 2 million. Okay, it will not be less than that. Then for bodily injury, it is unlimited. Please always keep in mind, it's two different things: third-party bodily injury and third-party property damage. For bodily injury, the limit is unlimited. What is comprehensive cover or loss or damage cover? Comprehensive cover, like I said, or own damage cover, is basically, let me go back to third party liability again. So what is covered in third party liabilities? Any third party's cars. So if I have a car and I have a third party insurance, if I hit a third party car, property, bodily injury, it is covered on the policy, but that doesn't cover your own car. Okay, so in case, let's say you have a third party insurance, you are at a fault claim and you hit someone else, their car is covered, but in order to repair your car, you have to pay it from your pocket. Okay, now what happens, the question arises, what happened, someone else hit your car. So when someone else hit your car, you are a third party to them. Okay, and their policy will cover you. The normal procedure, if there is a claim, what we advise to the claim is when they have a third party non-fault, a third party policy and a non-fault claim, we tell them to contact the other person's insurance and go there, do the survey, and they will advise you to which garage you have to send the vehicle for repairs, because you only have a third party covering the policy. Okay, your insurance will not trigger, however the other person insurance cover will trigger and that will cover. Okay, that's pretty much about the third party insurance. Okay, and another thing in third party insurance, because you're not covering your own car, you don't have to pay excess on the policy. Even if there is a liability claim, you still don't pay an excess on the policy. Okay, what is comprehensive cover? Comprehensive cover is nothing but it covers your own damage, your car, which will also include a third party as well. So anything to do with your car and other cars, any bodily injury, again, any property damage will be covered under the comprehensive cover. So let's say that I have a car again, unfortunately I meet with an accident, I hit somebody's property, or I hit someone else. So I have to go back and go back to my insurance company. They will open the claim for me and they'll tell which garage I have to go. And the other person will go to his insurance if he has a comprehensive, and if he has a third party, he will get in touch with my insurance company. Okay. How do you basically report a claim at that point of time? Normally, you have to, obviously, there is a RTA app, police app. You report the claim there. Police will come and do the investigation, maybe through the app, or they will physically visit the location of accident. They will decide whose fault it is, and if it is your fault, you will be given a red paper. If it is, if you're not at fault, you will be given a green paper that you're not at fault and you're not the liable party. In case of, if there is any bodily injury to the driver or any other person, at times it so happens police will just give the initial report, but they will not give the final police report, because they want to make sure that the injured person is all fine, is being treated. Then after that there will be a final report given to you. So in case if this situation arises, kindly ask the client to wait till they get the final report. However, you're okay to open a claim with the insurance company, but only once the final report is done, insurance company will start their procedures. Okay. What additional cover you may choose? Obviously, you can add personal accident cover to driver and passenger, which is 200 each. Okay, for driver is 200,000. For passenger, it could be 200,000 as well, which is mandatory again by the insurance authority. You have to take this cover to make sure that the passengers, even the passengers or the driver's liability is also covered. Plus, you have a roadside assistant, which means your car breaks down on the street, middle of nowhere in the desert. You can call the roadside assistant. They will be able to come and help you. You have a rental or alternative vehicle cover, which means you meet with an accident and there is a fault claim. If you have the rental or hire car cover, you can obviously opt for an alternative cover, which will be provided by insurance company, providing you have this cover on the policy. Also, what can be done is, in case if you have a hire car cover or cash car benefits, you go and get a rented car, but you can obviously reimburse the money from the insurance company. Some insurance company will give it to you for 7 days on the policy. Some of them will be 10 days, and the maximum limit will be 100,000. Sorry, not 100,000, 100 dirhams per day. Most of the insurance company, and some of them will be 70, 75, 80. So you'll have to read the policy wording for this. Geographical extension, as you know, right now there is a lockdown, but during hopefully once the lockdown is open, all the countries are open, people will travel. A lot of people are going to visit Oman during the holidays, and a lot of people will tend to go to Saudi and all this. So obviously they can offer a geographical extension. Currently, 100% of the insurance company, I can say they offer Oman, but not other countries like Kuwait if you want to travel, Qatar or Saudi, some GCC countries. But there are insurance company who can support you for that, obviously there will be additional premium for that. It will not come easily. Okay. Then obviously there is a fire, storm. If you want, that cover can be added as well. Now, if any of your client who's a VIP client who's got a Lamborghini or a Ferrari who says that he wants to drive he wants to take his vehicle to Europe and drive there with a Dubai number plate, we can arrange that as well. So if you come across a client who says that I have a high-end vehicle, I'll be importing the vehicle. So for the importing part, they have to take a marine insurance. And once they're on the road in Europe or any other country, they have to have a valid insurance, which can be insured as well. Okay, and we've done that in the past. The one of the crucial thing when you have an insurance, what happens, when you have a car and where do you want to repair it? Now, the policy will describe it. There is something called agency repair, first garage, and non-agency repair. I'll just tell you the difference in this. What is agency repair is nothing but a dealer. Like Toyota is Alpha Theme, other dealers, they have their own dealership. So basically, as per the insurance company or the law, for the first 2 years, you will be given an agency repair. That is for a brand new vehicle when you buy it. Okay. So the first 2 years, it comes as free. So no additional premium, no loading, nothing, providing you don't make a claim. Okay. So you make a claim, it will obviously go to straight away to agency for or the dealer to a repair in order to repair your vehicle. Now, what happens? How many years of agency repair you have? You have up to 5 years. Some of the insurance company gives, subject to an additional premium after the second year. Loading will be there on the premium. Loading might differ based on the insurance company, their ratings and claims experience and stuff. It might start from 25% on premium, 35% on premium, 45% on premium. So it will be decided by the insurance company. Up to maximum 5 years of we can do it, agency repair. Plus, a lot of clients, they come to us and ask, I have a car which is a 2000, let's say 18 or 18 model, and the value is 40,000 or 50,000. I want agency repair. To be very, very honest, in this case, we don't really recommend agency repair. We try to get the quotes, but we don't really recommend. One of the reason could be the insurance companies itself, they decline to quote agency repair. The main reason is, now let's say there is a claim on the policy, okay, and whenever the car goes to repair to agency, obviously, as you guys know, the costs are very, very high compared to a non-agency or the garage from the insurance company. One of the garage might just repair the car for 10,000, where an agency might charge same premium. Agency might charge 25 to 30,000 for those repairs. So there's a huge difference. And what really happens is, most of the time when the value is really low and there is a claim, the vehicle tends to go on a total loss, because if the repair cost is more than 50%, then the vehicle will be declared as total loss. So it's a loss for the insurance company. That's why they really don't quote for a agency repair for a vehicle which is less than 150,000. But right now, third year is not difficult. Fourth year also there are people quoting, and fifth year we have, but again for high-end vehicles. Okay, so that's about agency repair. Just to quickly cover you what is non-agency repair and first-class garage. Non-agency repair is nothing but insurance company will have a list of garages in their panels, which is not a dealer, which is local garages. You might be able to see in a lot of Al Quoz, Sharjah, and all these garages. And there are some first-class garages who uses genuine part. In non-agency, you cannot really promise that they will be given a genuine part for the repair. So that's a different. Okay. What happens in non-agency? When there is a claim, again you open the claim with us, and we will tell based on our experience which garage is good. We advise insured to go to this particular garage to start their process. And one other thing is, what is no claim bonus discount? Obviously, it counts when a policy terms completes 12 months without any claim. Simple as that. That can be availed the next year. So let's say I complete 1 year without any claim, and I can get a no claim bonus discount. A lot of insurance company are going below the minimum premium decided by the IA. In the name of no claim bonus discount, they're giving 10%, 20%, 30%. It's up to the insurance company again. Okay. In case some of you might have come across where a client says, I need my no claim bonus proof. So if I've completed the 13 months insurance without any claim, obviously I can go to the insurance company and request for the same, and they'll just give me a proof. Okay. One of the thing is, what is excess? Excess is, as you know, it's deductible as well, and it is applicable in comprehensive insurance. This is the amount, kind of shared by the insured at the time of a claim. Obviously, on a non-recoverable claim, policy as per the insurance authority, there is minimum, maximum, excess. As in, if the value is less than, I think 50,000, it has to be 350, less than 100,000, 500, less than 100,000, 500 excess, and so on and so forth. So it is obviously can be different to insurance company, because it's chosen by the insurance company. Some of them even giving 200 deductibles, some of them giving 250. So they're not really following rules by insurance authority. It's up to them how much they want to obviously pay. Now what happens on a fault claim? Let's say there is a damage of 5,000. Insurance company will say, okay, we will repair the damage, and they will the client will have to pay 250. If there is an excess mentioned on the policy, they'll have to pay to the garage at the time of when they're releasing the car. Simple as that. Okay. And in case of total loss, that amount will be deducted from the total loss amount, and it will be given back to the client as a settlement. Okay. One of the most asked question is, why is UAE car insurance valid for 13 months? Obviously, insurance comes for 12 months in most of the countries. It's a bit different in UAE because they give you a time of registration, 1 month additional. So it doesn't mean that you delayed, but that's what we advise our client most of the time. The insurance does come for 13 months, so that 1 month is clearly given by the RTA to, it's a grace period given to, register your vehicle, so that all your vehicles and activities can be tracked, including your fines, black points, and all this. Can one cancel policy at any time? Okay, if you are an owner of the car, you can obviously cancel car insurance midterm, providing you have obviously sold the car to someone, or you have imported the vehicle to some other country. The things what we need is at the time of cancel. So in case your client has taken a policy through us and he says, listen, I want to cancel my policy because I've sold my car, all you have to tell them, just send us the transfer certificate, or send us the Mulkia / the new vehicle registration under the new owner's name. Okay. So obviously when they sell it to someone, the other party will buy it and they will register the vehicle under their name, and they will get a new vehicle registration. They can send that to us and we will cancel the policy. Different insurance company has a different way of cancelling, some of them on pro rata, some of them on short cancellation period. So based on that, client will get back. In most of the cancellation, it is on short term basis. If the insurance is over eight months, then the client don't really receive any refund, which means if the client has utilized the insurance for 8 months, they don't really get any refund on the policy. Okay. Why do I need passing certificate? Now, you would have seen our team asking for the passing certificate. The passing certificate is just to make sure the car is roadworthy. There's an authorized team who's checking the technicality of the car, if the car is good to drive on the street. UAE wants to make sure all the cars which is driven on the street are fine and roadworthy. There will be no problems to the driver itself and to the other party who's driving around. When you drive, obviously there are so many other vehicles driving with you, so they want to make sure that the car you're driving is in a good condition. If there is any lack, then they will say they will not pass the car. Then you have to kind of fix the car and come back to pass it. Okay. As you all know, simple documents what we require to issue a motor insurance or for a quotation mainly is a vehicle registration copy, driving license, Emirates ID. If they can give the last year policy copy, good enough, or you can ask for the value of the car. Okay, current value or the last year value. If the client gives you last year value, then you can depreciate it by 10 to 15% in order to get the quote. Okay. Now, let's say I'm buying a brand new car. What documents I would ask? You can ask obviously for the quotation of the dealer. If there is no quotation, there will be an LPO raised. You can ask for the LPO. The client will have it from the dealer. They will give it to you, and you will quote based on that. Okay. Okay. This is really nice because the motor insurance in UAE works differently. The premiums are based on the types of the car, so it's very important you actually see it. As you can see, coupe, it's a two-door car. Sedan is a four-door car. There's truck, there's SUV and station, which is four-wheel obviously. A wagon is again a station as well. Then there is van. You have sports car like Porsche, Ferrari, all this. Then you have convertible. Okay, then you have electric cars, then luxury cars, crossovers, and hybrid cars. So mainly, how they rate insurance here is for saloon they have a fixed rating. For four wheel or an SUV they have a fixed rating. For a coupe they have a fixed rating. Then obviously for sports cars they have fixed rating. Van they have a fixed rating. Bus, it goes on, to be honest. Mainly what you need to understand is sports cars are quite expensive compared to a saloon and a SUV. And a coupe is also slightly. I have a lot of friends asking, man, it's a saloon. There is no difference between a two-door and a four-door. It looks similar, to be honest. Only thing is there's a four-door. But obviously, when you see a two-door, the performance is slightly better than a four-door cars. So that's the reason the rating for these cars will be different. You need to understand. If the third-party premium has to be decided, insurance company obviously they rate it based on their claim experience and all. If the claim ratio is really good as a portfolio for the company, then they will give a cheaper premium or a cheaper rate. But if they obviously if they burn their hands with the claims, then obviously the rate will be higher. Now for third party, mainly, as you can see, we are doing a promotion as well at the moment, and we appreciate if you guys can kind of keep promoting that on a daily basis so that we can get maximum number of leads. We have you rate it based on saloon, four wheels or SUVs, and coupe, blah blah blah. Again, sorry. What happens is really when it comes to saloon, how we rate is we will check how many cylinders the car has. There is a fixed rate for a four-cylinder, fixed rate for a six-cylinder, fixed rate for a eight-cylinder. Same thing with the SUV as well, because there are some with four-cylinder, some with six-cylinder, eight-cylinder, 12-cylinder, like that. Same thing with sports. So this will be based on the number of cylinders. So if you get an inquiry, first you check what car they have. They might give you the name. So you don't know the body type, then you just Google and you will find out it's an SUV, saloon, or a sports. If it is a sports, if they say it's a saloon, then you can ask, is it a two-door and four-door? If they say it's a two-door, then you have to obviously give a coupe rate. If they say four-door, then you can give the saloon rate. Okay. This is the key things what you'll ask for the third-party insurance. So you don't really have to depend on the team. And after this presentation, obviously, our team will send out you the rates on the third-party insurance, where you don't really have to depend on them. You can just quote it yourself. Main thing you need to check if the driver is about 25 years old, has a valid driving license more than 1 year, and you can quote the premium from your side. Okay. Another major thing is fleet insurance. Obviously, it's different than other insurance, because in fleet you consider it as a commercial. Mostly there are a bunch of vehicles, more than 5 vehicles can be accepted. Some insurance company, they take it even 3, which is not really worth. If it is 5 plus, then we decide to put it on a fleet insurance policy. Fleet insurance policy is basically for 12 months, not for 13 months. However, what happens is when we insure a fleet policy, obviously as per the RTA, the certificate should have 13 months. So we issue a 13-month certificate only once a fleet. So let's say I start a fleet today, 2nd of June, sorry. My fleet expiry will be on 1st of June 2022, not 1st of July. Okay, so it's a 12 months policy. I have to renew it every year. However, I can act and delete as many as car in the midterm or middle of the policies. We will still give you a certificate for 13 months. That is only for the sake of registration, but you are only covered up to the expiry of the fleet. So do not get confused. So if somebody asks and say that I have fleet insurance, but my registration shows that expires on a different date, that is do not just believe that, because the fleet has a start and end date. You will stick to as per that. You will not stick to anything else, not for the mulkia or the certificate of insurance. Okay. It's hassle free, to be honest. Why you want to take a fleet policy? It's hassle free. One of the reason, there are so many corporate clients, there are so many trading companies, so many rent a car companies in UAE, right? They don't really want to insure one car at a time. It's a lot of pain. So what they do is they buy a insurance in a lot, which is for a bunch of cars, uh, for a peace of mind, obviously, and the rate is competitive. Plus, you get a lot of additional benefits as well. It is lower on cost as well, providing your claim ratio is really good. You haven't made much claims, your loss ratio on a lower side, the cost itself is less, and you just renew it every year. And whenever there is a vehicle which is due for renewal, you just get the certificate, go to RT and register. So simple as that. If you have like one or two cars, it at times it gets difficult for people to remember when the expiry and all. So imagine people having 200, 300 vehicles, right? It is really difficult. So it's better to have a fleet policy, and it's an added advantage for the client as well. Based on the number of fleets, we can obviously decide how many, up to what age a driver can drive and what is the minimum and maximum age. It starts 25, some of them accept 23 as well. And another good thing is in a lot of corporate clients, vegetable trading, fruits trading, and all this, they have drivers and they don't have a dedicated driver. Some person might drive car A today, some person might drive car C tomorrow. So that's a good part of it. They can drive any car. You don't have to be a specified driver. Okay, that's pretty much what we really want people to focus on a fleet insurance at the moment, because as we can see, motor, individual or personal rates are going down very low. Even for sports vehicles like Bugatti, it could be Ferrari, Lamborghini, Rolls Royce, the rates are going down very, very badly. It might go up in another month or so, depends, because now the cars are again back to roads, and the claim ratio is slightly going up. So obviously the people in the market who are quoting really low, once their hands are burned, they're gonna go up again. They're gonna shoot up. The premium will go up very soon. Okay, that's kind of not a good sign for us. It is a good sign in a way because we get to make more money, but again, we have to be in a position to convince the client why there is an additional premium they have to pay, right? So that's pretty much from my side, to be honest. We're gonna have we're gonna have another post on what's the price is gonna be on a comprehensive policies for saloon and four wheels. Obviously, we want you to promote as much as we can. I kind of thought of doing this training now because since we're doing the post at the same time, we want to make sure that if there is an inquiry comes to you, how to answer the client. If you guys have any questions, you feel free to ask me now because I'm pretty much done with it. So if there is any questions before we could start the poll, please shoot your question and I'll be able to answer. Okay, guys, thank you for answering the post. The questions are done. I've kept it very simple, 4 questions for you guys. I got a couple of questions actually from the team. Um, is there any law that regulates the minimum premium to be charged to when? That's the first question. Minimum premium is decided by the insurance authority. It differs for saloon, station, then SUV. However, not many companies are obviously following the regulatory order. To be honest, in the name of no claim bonus discount, they're reducing the premium and they're giving it. Uh, the ideal or the actual minimum premium for saloon is 1,300. So no matter how less is your vehicle, for saloon, as per the authority, you have to pay 1,300, and for SUVs, it is 2,000. However, in the name of no claim bonus discount, a lot of companies, as you can see now, the premium is gone down to 900. For SUVs, they've gone down to as cheap as 1,200 something. So I'm guessing in another 2 3 months this will be back to at least 1,000 to 1,100 and plus then probably 1,600. So that's the expectation what we have. Uh, Premium is high for a younger driver. It's younger by age or having a new license, and why? So let's say now most insurance companies are taking driver who's about 25 years old. It's easy to underwrite, plus who has a license more than 1 year, which doesn't mean that nobody will take who's less than 25 years old and has less experience in terms of driving. If you have a brand new license, however, if you have a back home license from India, Pakistan, anywhere, that is considered from some of the insurance company. If you don't have, then the premium, they will insure you on a higher premium. Let's say if your premium is 2,000, my premium, I have an experience more than 1 year and I'm about 25, and I might pay 2,000. In your case, who's got less experience with uh, obviously age below 23 or 25, the premium might be 2,500 to 3,000. So there is nothing like in motor they will decline to cover you. They will cover. It's a very out of 100%, I think 99.9% you will be insured, and 1% they will decline to cover you. If you have to ask me, individual, previously they used to decline to cover rent a cars on individual, but now there are companies who are doing it on individual basis as well. But the chances are very less in declining. Probably somebody's age 18, 19, or who have had a very bad claim experience in the past, then they will decline to cover you. Otherwise, it's actually very easy when it comes to motor insurance. Jaya was asking question, I think, in a car accident, is there a damage to tires? If there is an accident and damage to tire, it will be covered. Otherwise, if there is a breakdown and it is not covered, any damage to tires is not covered. Also, a lot of people ask me saying that in my car I had a mechanical failure. Will the insurance cover? It's a straight no. Okay, it doesn't cover the mechanical failures. You have to get the repair on your own. I have to go for a service. Does insurance cover? No, your car insurance doesn't cover your car's vehicle services and whatever you have to do. You have to change the oil. You have to change the wheels. This doesn't cover in the insurance. Okay, it's a straight exclusion. Please let your clients know if they ask you this kind of question, because I had a client recently during the Eid break. He had been to Hatha or something, and his car was broken down due to mechanical failure. However, I did arrange him a roadside assistance cover to get the car back to UAE and put it in a garage. But he was asking the repairs are covered or not. I said no, it's a clear exclusion. Any accident damage to your cars will be covered. Okay. I don't see any more questions, to be honest. Okay, there is another question. I don't know from is that, yeah, I think from Jennifer. Jennifer is asking how many years can we take comprehensive cover for a brand new car? Jen, to be uh, to be very blunt with you, right now We are even providing comprehensive cover for vehicle 2005, 2004 in a very rare scenario. So some of the insurance company, they're very strict with this. They only cover up to 8. Some of them 10 years, comprehensive cover up to 10 years. Some of them 12. Some of them 15, even some of them 16. Uh, this is one of the advantage you having a fleet policy for a client like who's got a many number of cars, and they have a corporate vehicles. I have seen cars being insured up to 20 years on a comprehensive. Iman had a question. No claim discount, even if it is not your fault in the accident, you cannot claim the discount. Obviously, if it is your fault, if it is not your fault, then the insurance company would have recovered their, claim amount from the third-party insurance. Then it will not go as a claim on, fault claim on your policy. So you can still get your no claim bonus discount, and you can still get the renewal discount. Though insurance company, so how it works? When there is a claim, just to give you a heads up, I made a claim. I have a non-fault claim. I report to my insurance company. They will help me register the claim. They will ask me to go to the garage. So when I go to the garage will give them obviously an estimation for the repair. Same time, the liable parties surveyor will come, or the insurance company will come. They will come and do the inspection, and they will say this is the amount they're gonna pay. There will be slight negotiation. Then they will come up with the final price, and the vehicle will be repaired for that amount. The insurance company will get the amount recovered from the other party if you are not liable for the claim, or not liable for the damage. So in that case, it shouldn't go down as on fault claim because it's not your mistake. So you will still be eligible for the no claim at the end of the year. Okay, I just got a confirmation from there are no more questions. Thank you so much for your time and patience. There will be a brief presentation on a webinar on a fleet policy. In that, we will be showing you, which market you can target from what exactly fleet policy, how it works, how the claim works, what is loss ratio, how it is calculated. So we'll be going in details about fleet policy so that it will help you guys in future, not just here and anywhere you go in your life. So when you speak to somebody, you look professional, and you look like you're knowledgeable of what you're talking, not just just saying things for the sake of it. Okay. I really like to thank Midula for arranging this. She's in India, and I send my regards to her. Hope you're having a great time, Midula. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.